Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rock Cobbler 2022. We're here with Brian McCulloch again from Big Wheel Coaching. And for this installment, he's going to talk to us about bike setup, which is crucial for a gravel bike ride, especially... Hey, Seamus, how you doing?
Seamus, can you walk over there with Mr. Brian, please? Folks, that's my son here, Seamus. He's super excited to be on camera. But
hey, we're going to talk about bike prep.
Okay, we'll talk about some bike prep, okay? So, this is the Bianchi Arcadex. It is super awesome. I'm very excited. I got it for the first time yesterday, got on it, and I have to tell you, it is so stiff. Just like, have you watched the review, the RBA review that David Kennedy did on the Arcadex? He nailed it. He nailed it. It's stiff. It's very responsive. So you might look at the aesthetic and you might think, well, there's a lot of bike there. Okay, but I can tell you the thing is very fast and it's stiff. I was so surprised and super excited. Okay, in my particular setup, we went with a smaller frame so that I could get a little longer like on my road bike. Okay, so I have a longer stem. Ideally, I'd get a little more negative, but with the FSA SMR system, we're limited on the negative degree. So we might come back and revise this later. But right now, I have this awesome thing. I have these Envy AR bars, so I have a little bit of flare here. I love that. Why do I love that? Because, well, basically, you've got, how do I want to put it? I like to ride in the drops. Okay, I'm just an old school roadie like that, but I would encourage you to try riding in the drops. Anyway, why am I encouraging you to ride in the drops? In the technical sectors, I like to be right here. I have my fingers on the levers, okay? That's gonna be super useful for you, all right? So I would encourage you to look into a bar with flare. The Envy makes great ones. The AR bars specifically are really nice because they're narrow up top, so they get that nice blend of like road aero with gravel function. So I'm a big fan of the Envy stuff. You'll really dig those. But I got the Envy AR bars. They're 40s, so they're a little, I think they're 38 or 40 on top, and then 45 down low. I really like that. I don't really like the big, crazy ape hanger wide ones, but these ones are, man, whoo. Okay, I've got a Velo saddle on this. I've been riding these saddles for, well, when they came out with this saddle, I've been riding it. So it's been like 6 or 8 years. It's a long time, but this is my favorite saddle. It's got some little grippies here. That's really important when we're on the nose of the saddle going really hard. I love the Velo product. You can definitely check them out. Here I have some Shimano GRX parts. I have the Di2 version. I'm a big fan of these hoods. I don't know if you can zoom in on these hoods here, but man, they're so comfy and they're really useful because there's so many comfortable positions. And when you think about gravel, you're going to be on the bike a long time, so you need to have a multitude of positions that are comfortable for you, okay? It's not like road where you can kind of just go tops, hoods, drops. On the gravel bike, we need to have a myriad of hand positions to make sure that we're comfortable so that we're confident in the technical sections, but also comfortable on the long road sections, okay? So I think Shimano nailed it with the GRX hoods. They're super good. They're my personal favorite, especially the Di2 version. For pedals, I'm using the Expedo CXRs. I know that our friends at RBA, you guys have probably already seen the review on these, but Expedo CXRs are super good. I really like them. They're easy entry, they're super light, and they come in really cool colors, which I kind of like. So wheels, we're gonna look at, this is a really important thing for gravel, is wheels and tires. Your wheel and tire choice should change for every event. You don't necessarily have to put new tires on, but definitely at least know what you're working with because each tire has advantages and disadvantages. And really with gravel, you end up in a situation where you're trying to build something, a bike that accentuates your strengths and hopefully masks some of your weaknesses or limiters, shall we say. I don't really like weaknesses. I like the limiter term instead. Okay, so with these wheels, I have the Envy G23s. They are super awesome. They're wide, they're the originals, they're super light. I love light wheels because they spin up so fast. So for me, the G23 is hard to beat. I ride it as often as they let me, right? Sometimes I need to choose aero, but and I need to ride aero wheels, but every time I have the choice, I go G23. My favorite tires are IRC Double Cross. IRC Double Cross, I have a mullet setup, okay? Pure Gravel will tell you the mullet setup is cool. I'm testing it for this weekend, okay? Mullet setup number 1 is 42 up front, 38 out back. It's pretty common when we're racing mountain bikes for us to do that, 2.3 up front, 2.25 in the back, something like that. We're gonna bring some of that mountain bike kind of mullet setup. We're gonna bring that to the Bianchi Rock Cobbler here on my Bianchi Arcadex. So really excited about the Celeste. I'm new here at the Bianchi squad, okay? And I'm here to tell you it's called Celeste. I got instructed about that because I was like, I really like Celeste. Isn't it supposed to be the color of the queen's eyes? How does the folklore go? And they're like, Brian, it's Celeste. So say it with me, Celeste. So I have the Celeste Bianchi Arcadex. It's amazing. I'm super excited about it. They also have an Impulso Pro, which is a great choice for other races that I will get the opportunity to ride, and I'd love to bring something to you on that as well. So Bianchi Arcadex, Envy parts, IRC tires, Velo saddles, Expedo. Obviously, I would say otherwise, all good. Oh, gotta love the Shimano parts. So hope you'll check out the Rock Cobbler sometime. It's an amazing event, full of shenanigans, ton of fun, really challenging bike race. It's kind of like this wonderful recipe of like, get out there, you ride, you do something crazy, and then after that, you come on home and you get to tell your friends about it. So check out the Rock Cobbler if you can, and bring yourself a cowboy hat.